book up wide and meet adventures that wait for you. Live and learn and laugh and play whenever your dream comes true. You could swim along the river all the way to the sea. You could fly up in the sky above the clouds and trees. You could plant a flower garden up on top of the moon. You could swing through the jungle all afternoon. Wherever our story takes us, I can't wait to see. Yes, friends, come and read with me. It's Online Storytime.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Online Storytime at your Grand Rapids Area Library. I'm Miss Tracy.
I'm Teacher Missy.
And we are delighted, excited, and happy to have you here with us today. Hey Teacher Missy, before we talk about this thing, should we sing?
I really need a good song this morning.
All right, excellent. Everybody get your clappers ready. Remember, whatever you're clapping, doesn't have to be your hands. You can clap anything you want, including your eyelids. I know. Here we go. If you want to hear a story, clap your hands. If you want to hear a story, clap your hands. If you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, clap your hands. All right, I am ready to hear some stories. Hey, what do you want to talk about?
You know, this is kind of a fun topic. I'm going to give you a big hint.
Okay, all right.
This is something that children are really good at making.
I also think this is something that children are really sensitive to.
And sometimes this thing can be too much.
Yep.
And sometimes this thing can be too quiet.
That's right. Well, yeah. Although if it gets too quiet, that's a good thing.
That is a good thing.
Especially
Can
if
you
you
guess?
don't like it.
Miss Tracy, can you guess? That's such a silly description.
I know. I think we are talking today about noise.
And there are so many kinds of noise.
There are.
Lots and lots of things make noise. Good noise, bad noise, loud noise.
And sometimes noise is a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're at a birthday party and there's a lot of noise and that's fun. You might be at the fair and there's a lot of noise, or a concert and there's a lot of noise. But sometimes noise makes you feel funny inside and you just need to plug your ears and make it go away. And you know what? You can do that. If you are feeling way overwhelmed and there's just too much noise and you start feeling kind of all funny inside, do this.
Cover those ears.
And then if you feel better doing that, you know it's time to leave the noise.
Right.
And that's okay, because we all sometimes have too much noise.
Well, there's a time for noise and there's a time for quiet.
That's right. But oh, there's nothing better than a great noisy game of tag outside.
Oh, I know. Or the sound of popcorn.
Oh my gosh.
That's one of my favorite noises.
That is a great noise. I agree. Hey, do you have any good books about noise?
Yes, I do. Miss Tracy?
Yes, Teacher Missy.
Look at this great book I have about noise.
Oh my gosh, and it's by Rosemary Wells.
I know. And she has written lots of books for kids. This one is called Noisy Nora. Those both start with the same sound. Noisy and Nora start with N. And this book was written and illustrated by Rosemary Wells. And if you look at the picture, what do you think Nora is? Not sure. I think she's a mouse. I don't know. Let's find out about Nora. Noisy Nora. She's noisy. Jack had an early dinner. Father played with Katie. Jack needed burping, so Nora had to wait. First, she banged the window. Then she slammed the door. Then she dropped her sister's marbles on the kitchen floor.
I can't imagine how loud that would be.
That
Clatter, 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 crash, 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 crash.
must have made a lot of noise. Quiet, said her father. Hush, said her mom. Nora, said her sister, why are you so dumb? Well, that wasn't very nice. Jack had gotten filthy. Mother cooked with Kate. Jack needed drying off, so Nora had to wait. First, she knocked the lamp down. Then she felled some chairs. Oh, that must have made a lot of noise. Crash. Then she took her brother's kite and she flew it down the stairs. Quiet, said her father. Hush, said her mom. Nora, said her sister. Why are you so dumb? Oh, Jack was getting sleepy. Father read with Kate. Jack needed singing to. So Nora had to wait. I'm leaving, shouted Nora, and I'm never coming back. And they didn't hear a sound but a tra-la-la from Jack. Father stopped his reading. Mother stopped her song. Mercy, said her sister. Something is very wrong. No Nora in the cellar. No Nora in the tub. No Nora in the mailbox or hiding in the shrub. She's left us, moaned her mother as they sifted through the trash. But I'm back again, said Nora with a monumental crash.
Where was she, Teacher Missy?
Look at, she came out of the clock and all the mess and the noise she's making. Look at that. And there she is, hopping away.
Hey, Teacher Missy, who's the publisher on this book?
Oh, we forgot about that. The Dial Books for Young Readers is our publisher. Thank you for that reminder, Miss Tracy. Hi, thank you. Well, Nora got the attention she needed, didn't she? She was being sad. She was feeling quite sad.
Yeah.
Everybody was busy and she was kind of left out. So now she's jumping out of the closet with all kinds of noise.
Hey, story time, friends! Okay, that was probably too loud, wasn't it? Hey, nope, can't hear that. Hey, story time, friends! How's that? That was pretty good,
That was
wasn't it?
perfect, yeah.
Enthusiastic, but not too loud. Okay, all right, you guys ready for some flannel fun? Teacher Missy, are you ready?
You know I love this part.
All right, story time, friends. If you notice on the flannel board, we have some robots. Let's count them, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 robots. And these aren't just plain old robots. These are noisy robots. Like, you might want to go like this. I don't know. Here we go. Our flannel story today is called 5 Noisy Robots, and this is how it goes. 5 noisy robots in the toy shop, shiny and tall with an antenna on top. Do you see all their antenna? Those are the funny things coming out of the top of their heads. Those are antenna. Along came a child with some money one day, bought a noisy robot, and took it away. Beep, 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 bop, 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 beep, 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 beep. How many robots are left? 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I were to write a story about that, I could say 5 robots, take away 1 robot, is what, Teacher Missy?
I see 4.
4 robots.
4.
Right there. All right, 4 noisy robots in the toy shop, shiny and tall with antenna on top. Along came a child with some money one day, bought a noisy robot, and took it away. Beep, 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 bop, 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 beep, 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 beep.
Quite noisy.
That was a really noisy robot.
That was.
Now we have 1, 2, 3. Remember, we started with 5 and we took away 1, 2, so we have 1, 2, 3 left. 3 noisy robots in the toy shop, shiny and tall with antenna on top. Along came a child with some money one day, bought a noisy robot, and took it away. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, I'm kind of glad that one's gone. That was a really annoying robot. All right, here we go. 2 noisy robots in the toy shop, shiny and tall with antenna on top. Along came a child with some money one day, bought a noisy robot, and took it away. Beep, 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 beep. Bop, 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 bop. I think he's gone. I think he's okay.
Yeah, he just had to get out that last.
That's right.
little-
Well, he's out the door now, so yeah. Okay, so now, Storytime friends, we had 5 noisy robots. Then we had 4. Then we had 3. Then we had 1, 2. What do we have left? You're right. 1 noisy robot in the toy shop, shiny and tall with antenna on top. Along came a child with some money one day, bought the noisy robot, beep, 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 and took it away. Wow. All the noisy robots have been bought. No more beeps or boops or bops. No loud sounds to startle a friend. This is, thankfully, the very quiet end. Hey, thanks for playing.
Miss Tracy,
Yes, Teacher Missy.
I have such a good book for us.
Oh my gosh, look at that mouse guy on the cover, and he is screaming those 2 words.
He is just hollering, and you know what he's saying?
What?
Be quiet!
That's a really loud be quiet.
That's a very loud be quiet. And he's got a couple little friends with him here too. We're going to find out about that. This is called Be Quiet. And it was written and illustrated by Ryan Higgins. He has brought lots of books to kids. And it comes to us from Disney Hyperion, publisher. That's our publisher. Be quiet. He's not being very quiet. Let's find out about this. Finally, I get my very own book to star in, and it's gonna be great. I'm gonna make a wordless book. They are very artistic. The book will have no words at all, starting now. Hi, Rupert. Shh, be quiet. This book does not have any words. Wowee, a wordless book? Can I help? Oops, I'm talking. Yep, I'm talking about talking. Stop. The book already started. You're messing it up. Her faces. Please let me stay in the book. I promise to be quiet. I'll be extra wordless. Please. I said be quiet. This book is wordless. Hey guys, what's all the shouting? Hi, Thistle. We're making a wordless book, but I've promised to be quiet, so I can't tell you about it.
Hey, Teacher Missy, can you tell us about a wordless picture book? What is a wordless
A
picture?
wordless book is a book that you look through that doesn't have any words, and you kind of tell the story to yourself.
Just from the pictures.
From the pictures. And I have seen lots of wordless books. They're really kind of fun. And you get to decide what happens and how they sound and how the story should go.
I wonder if this one is ever going to be wordless.
Oh, it's not looking good, is it? A wordless book. I love those. They're very artistic. Can I be in it? Yes, but we won't tell Rupert since we're not supposed to be talking. I told you to be quiet. You're putting too many words in the book. He does not look very happy.
No.
Oh, he's a little frustrated.
And he doesn't look quiet either.
And he doesn't look quiet. I think he might be the loudest of all. Yay! This book is going to be so much fun. Quiet, you. This book will be more than fun. It will be visually stimulating. What does visually stimulating mean? It means that you're going to poke our readers in the eyeballs with pictures. That's not what it means. It means we need to have strong illustrations. And do you remember what the illustrations are? Yep, that's the picture part of a book. Like this. Look, we're helping. No, you're not. Be quiet. This book is wordless. Rupert is right, Nibs. What this book needs is some strong but silent types. Strong but silent. What about him? He's strong. He's silent. Every book needs a bear in it. I don't know. He looks grumpy. What about something cuter? How about a kitten? Kittens are super cute and friendly. Aw, look at its cute little nose and whiskers. And his beautiful big eyes and shiny teeth. Nibs, I think it's getting a little too friendly. Quack! Think of a vegetarian. A cucumber! We'll just draw a smile and add some googly eyes. And there, a vegetarian. Nibs, what exactly do you think a vegetarian is? Stop filling my brilliant piece of wordless literature with nonsense. And stop talking. You're not taking this seriously. Is this more serious? What are you supposed to be, a president? No, I'm Vincent Van Mouse. I don't think everyone will get that. Can you try something a little simpler? Well, we're simple. We're potatoes. Stop talking and stop changing the picture around. I don't even like potatoes. Rupert is right. No more artistic stuff. Wordless books need action. We should have a silent superhero instead. We'll call him Captain Quiet. And he can fight words. Captain Quiet, vocabulary vigilante. Bah, pow, kaboom, boom. No superheroes and no onomatopoeia either. I think Rupert just said, I'm gonna pee. What do you think that means? I think it means you should have gone to the bathroom before the book started. What about mimes? Mimes are extra quiet. Guess what I'm miming? Let's see, a cheese sandwich that thinks it's a hummingbird in a lettuce sweater? Don't you know that means be quiet? Don't make a sound. Right. It's like that saying about a tree falling in the woods. How does that go? Nibs, can you help? I'm on it. Look at how mad he's getting. He's very mad. It goes something like, if a tree falls on someone who isn't listening in the woods, no, that's not right. Timber. Bzzz. Ah! Did a tree make a sound? It was hard to tell with all of Rupert's shouting. Should we try again? Enough! I have had it. All you two do is talk, talk, talk. I can't stand it. Could you be quiet for just one page? I'll try to do one thing. Just tried a wordless book, and you two have to go and ruin it. You have filled this book with words. No one is going to want to read a wordless book that is filled with words. Why can't you just do a simple thing like not say anything? Is that hard? I am quiet. I am not saying anything. But no, you two just keep talking and 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 talking. Psst, psst. What? Shh. Be quiet. This book does not have words. The end. I love that book. Shh, let's be quiet.
Hey, story time friends. When I was getting ready for this story time, I thought, we're doing a story time about noise, so let's do scarves. Let's do scarves. Let's do scarves? What's the problem with a scarf during noisy story time? Do you hear it? That's right, you don't hear it. We don't want to do a scarf song. You can't hear the scarves. Out of your Storytime kit, friends, what can you hear? Do you hear that? I hear that.
I hear that.
So let's make some shaker noise, all right? So out of your Storytime kits, I would like you to find your shakers. 1 second, hang on. Excuse me. Oh, really? Really? Of course. Storytime friends. Monkey would like to join us for shakers.
Oh.
Hello, Storytime friends. Hello, Teacher Missy.
Good morning, Monkey.
I am simply delighted to see you.
We've been missing you.
Oh, thank you very much. I've been missing you too. But I have fun with my friends back there. It's really a good time. It's kind of loud sometimes, though.
Oh, I bet it does get noisy.
Elephant is really noisy.
I bet he is.
He trumpets.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the name of the sound an elephant makes, a trumpet. Yeah. Okay, so do you have your shakers? Teacher Missy, would you like to use the envelope shaker
Well,
today?
you know, I really love this one.
With the small coffee stain on it? You see that story time, friends? Our envelope has a small coffee stain on it. But that happens sometimes. But the cool thing about this, should we have to, we can just make another one. This is an envelope with dried beans in it.
That's an easy shaker to make.
And I'm gonna use my shaker egg. And we're gonna start out just with the Shake Your Shakers song. Ready? Here we go. Shake your shakers in the air. Shake it here, shake it there. Shake your shakers in the air. Shake your shakers. Shake it high and shake it low. Shake it yes, shake it no. Shake it high and shake it low. Shake your shakers. Shake it up and shake it down. Shake your shaker on the ground. Shake it up and shake it down. Shake your shakers. Here we go. Shake it near and shake it far. Shake your shaker like a car. Shake it near and shake it far. Shake your shakers. Now let's do this last verse really loud. Okay, here we go. Shake it fast and shake it slow. Shake it, stop. Shake it, go. Shake it fast and shake it slow. Shake your shakers. I hope you made a lot of noise with your shakers, and I hope you stopped, because that's not easy to do. Okay, our next one we have done before, but we have done it with quiet scarves. And that kind of is a little bit silly, because this makes a lot of noise. And this one is called popcorn kernels. Ready? We're gonna make our popcorn pop. Here we go. Popcorn kernels, in the pot, in the pot. Shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, till they pop, till they pop. Popcorn kernels, in the pot, in the pot. Shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, till they pop, till they pop. I needed my popcorn to be really loud at the end. You know at the end how the popcorn, have you ever made popcorn on a stove? I know a lot of us make popcorn in the microwave, but when I was little, my dad liked to have popcorn every night as a snack. So somebody would make popcorn about 8 o'clock and we used this heavy metal pan. And we just melt the oil in, put a couple of kernels in, and when those popped, we'd pour it in. But the popcorn in the pan would lift that heavy metal lid.
Yes.
It's incredible because it just goes pop, 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 and then it goes above the pan. And sometimes it spills all over, but that's just fun. Okay, let's do one more shaker song. And this is about something that most of us hear, and sometimes we get kind of startled by, and it's called the noisy wind. Are you ever have the window open in the summertime and all of a sudden the wind blows, whoosh? You think, heavens to Betsy, where did that come from? And then you run outside and you see your swings swinging and you see your toys flying across the lawn, because the noisy wind was there. Here we go. I like the noisy wind. I like the noisy wind. It roars and mutters and shakes and shudders. I like the noisy wind. I like the noisy wind. I like the noisy wind. It roars and mutters and shakes and shudders. I like the noisy wind. Hey friends, thanks for making noise with us. Oh, Teacher Missy, what incredibly loud and fun day it was!
It was noisy.
It certainly was. And while it's fun to be noisy outside, it's fun to be quiet inside.
Right.
That's right. And sometimes, Storytime friends, it just gets too loud, and then just excuse yourself. Put your hands over your ears. Walk away. It's all good. But sometimes it's fun to be loud! And what a loud day we had. Do you remember our poor little character here? He just wanted to have a picture, or a wordless picture book. Did it work? No, it didn't work. And noisy Nora, she was so loud until she got kind of sad. Her family didn't really understand that Nora was just being Nora. And then she came out of the closet and all was good.
It was.
And do you remember our noisy robots at the toy shop? I know. Beep, 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 boop, 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 beep, beep, beep. That's fun to say, by the way. Beep, 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 boop, boop, boop. Can you beep and boop and bop? Beep, beep, boop, boop, bop.
Beep, 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 boop, boop, pop.
But now I think it's time to say goodbye.
I think.
All right, Storytime friends, would you sing with us? Here we go. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Yes, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Story time is done today. Now it's time to go and play. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Goodbye, everybody.
Make a little noise today.